I, Su Nianwei, a renowned flower vase in the entertainment industry, currently find myself facing the live streaming camera, adorned with a smile so impeccable it could serve as a template. Yet, within the confines of my mind, a frenzy of thoughts races. Help! How much longer must this agricultural live stream endure? These new shoes feel akin to instruments of torture. I yearn to collapse and indulge in fried chicken. Next to me, Gu Heng truly lives up to his status as a top-tier star his profile could slay. Alas, he resembles a walking iceberg, TSK. This strawberry packaging is as rustic as it gets. Can it genuinely sell? I'm in despair. The barrage of comments remains as lively as ever. Here comes the flower vase way to ride the wave of charity again. How nauseating. What else can she do besides smile? I pity the farmers whose fruits are squandered by her. Keep your distance from our Gu Heng, a fame-hungry leech. I maintain an impeccable facade, while internally I churn. Let them hurl their insults, I thrive on the criticism to buy my home. The benefactor has been exceedingly generous. 1. My flower vase persona is a meticulously crafted cash cow and source of scorn by my agency. In the life variety show Field Fireworks, my role is to serve as the perfect green backdrop, accentuating the industrious and down-to-earth nature of the other guests. While others toil in the fields harvesting vegetables, I, under a lace parasol, exclaim, "Oh dear, the mud is so filthy. It will ruin my freshly done nails." While others ignite fires to cook, I pinch my nose and retreat. The smoke is overwhelming, it's quite detrimental to the skin. While others assist the villagers in gathering corn, I feign weakness by placing a hand on my forehead. The sun is so harsh I feel a bit faint. The effect is remarkable. The tide of detractors surges forth. My drama queen index remains at the pinnacle of the variety show charts, and my manager grins ear to ear as the endorsement fees soar. Today's agricultural live stream promoting strawberries is my moment to shine, tasked with being a beautiful mascot, uttering phrases like, "so sweet," and "support charity." As though they were mere sound bites, I ponder how to accidentally knock over a box of strawberries to showcase my adorably clumsy side. A faint electric sensation surges through my body, causing my scalp to tingle. I disregard it and continue my performance. The live stream commences. The host exuberantly announces, "We are grateful to Miss Su Nianwei and M.R. Ji Hung for taking time out of their busy schedules to support the premium strawberries from Qingshi Village." I grasp a box of strawberries, my voice saccharine enough to induce a toothache. Wow, each one is plump and as red as a gem. Thank you to the farmers for your hard work. Everyone must show your support. My internal monologue. Is this packaging crafted from corrugated cardboard? The combination of earthy red and bright green. Did the designer harbor a vendetta against strawberries? Placed on a supermarket shelf, not even a dog would glance at it. I'm at my wit's end. When will this sell? As my words echo, an eerie silence envelopes the entire live stream room. The smile on the host's face freezes. Gu Heng, whose expression has remained inscrutable, now reveals a crack. His brow furrows slightly, and his sharp gaze turns toward MY head. The barrage of comments first stuttered, then went completely haywire. What on earth? Is that a barrage floating above Su Nianwei's head? Is she really ignoring the shabby packaging? Is this her true opinion? Haha, help. She praises it like a blooming flower. Yet, internally she's brutally mocking it. The split personality is real. Gu Heng's expression is hilarious, as if he's just seen an extraterrestrial. I thought. What happened? Is there a strawberry on my face? Or did my eye roll get caught on camera? Upon glancing up, I found everyone, including the crew behind the camera, gaping at me with mouths agape, their expressions a blend of shock, confusion, suppressed laughter, and perhaps a hint of sympathy. Gu Cheng's Adam's apple bobbed slightly, breaking the silence with an almost imperceptibly peculiar tone. Miss Su possesses quite the insight regarding packaging, does she? A warning bell rang in my mind. Could it be that I inadvertently revealed my true thoughts just now? Impossible. I was merely expressing standard flattery. I immediately donned the guise of a dramatic actress, covering my mouth with an innocent wide-eyed expression. Ah, what did Teacher Gu say? The packaging is quite rustic, embodying a pastoral charm. How wonderful to return to simplicity. Yet internally I raged. Incite my foot. Ugly is the original sin. If this thing sells, I'll do a headstand while washing my hair. Live. The words, "ugly is the original sin, headstand while washing hair," sparkled in the barrage above my head, updating in real time. The cue card in the host's hand clattered to the ground. The barrage in the live stream completely overwhelmed the screen. Ha ha ha, headstand while washing hair? She's so imaginative. I declare Su Nianwei the comedic star of this variety show. Gu Chung, I shall quietly observe your performance. Am I the only one curious about that high-tech thing above her head? Is it a new gimmick from the production team? The corners of Gu Cheng's mouth subtly tugged upwards, so fleeting it felt like an illusion. He no longer gazed at what was above my head but turned towards the camera, regaining his aloof demeanor. The packaging indeed has room for improvement. However, the strawberries themselves are of excellent quality, with thin skin, ample flesh, and a perfectly balanced sweetness. He picked up a strawberry, elegantly biting into it, the juice bursting forth. I instinctively chimed in, maintaining my vase persona. Yes, yes. Teacher Gu is absolutely correct. Just looking at it, it seems particularly delicious. Internally, I was frantically typing. He eats so deliciously. These strawberries do look quite fresh. No. The focus should be on the packaging. Such a shabby box. No matter how good the strawberries, they'll still end up in the trash. I'm dying here. Is there anyone knowledgeable in marketing who can save the situation? I'm waiting. Very urgent. The barrage rolled mercilessly once more. I'm dying. Save me. At this point, even the village chief, who had been maintaining a stern expression, couldn't help but chuckle, quickly covering his mouth. The barrage in the live stream exploded with laughter and sympathy for the vase persona. Gu Chung set down the strawberry, his deep gaze once again falling upon me, this time laced with a hint of curiosity and interest. He spoke slowly. Miss Su seems quite anxious about sales? I felt a chill run down my spine under his gaze, but steeled myself to continue the act. No. Not at all. With Teacher Gu and so many supportive netizens, it's sure to sell well. We must believe in the power of love. Internally, I scoffed. The power of love, 1T help. Marketing. Channels. Packaging design. Don't you understand, my friend? Just standing here as an ice-cold beauty, 1T sell a single box. I'm so anxious I could burst. The phrase breast hyperplasia boldly floated above my head. This time, the host couldn't hold back, turning away while his shoulders shook with laughter. Gu Chung's icy facade seemed to thaw just a fraction as he nodded, his tone unruffled. Miss Su's concern for the nation and its people is commendable. The barrage erupted. Concern for the nation and its people? Guingdi, you understand sarcasm. Breast hyperplasia, hurrah. Su Nianwei is a true live commentary machine. What do I do if I switch sides? This girl is too funny. Am I the only one who feels Gu Cheng's gaze towards her is a bit off? The live stream trudged forward in this bizarre, yet hilarious atmosphere. I delivered insincere compliments, while the barrage above me broadcasted my inner turmoil and anxious ramblings. Surprisingly, the effect was remarkable. The viewer count soared to its peak since the broadcast began, the barrage interaction exploded, and even the stagnant strawberry orders began to grow slowly, yet steadily. After the broadcast ended, I nearly fled back to the farmhouse arranged by the production team. Just as I collapsed onto the hard wooden bed, my agent Hongjia's call came through like a haunting specter. So, Nian. Wei. Hongjia's roar nearly shattered my phone. What on earth is that above your head? Why didn't you inform us about the new script from the production team in advance? And what's with all that nonsense in your head? Breast hyperplasia. Do you still want to survive in this industry? I felt utterly wronged. Hongjia, it's not the script. I don't know what happened. It felt like I was struck by lightning or abducted by aliens. It just happened. I don't care if you were struck by lightning. Hongjia exclaimed, exasperated. The internet is filled with screenshots of the barrage above your head. Shabby packaging, headstand while washing hair, breast hyperplasia. Your persona has crumbled to pieces. The sponsors are furious. A few endorsements are even considering terminating contracts. I felt darkness cloud my vision, as if I could see my little money flying away with wings. Internally, I wailed. It's over, it's over. My Barbie life is ruined. The down payment on my house is going to be washed away. All because of this wretched ability. No, it's all because of that ugly packaging. No, it's Gu Cheng's fault for asking me about my insights. Wait. Hongjia's voice suddenly rose, filled with disbelief. Your Weibo followers have skyrocketed? 1 million? 2 million? And still climbing. I hurriedly opened Weibo, and indeed, my DMs exploded. The number of new followers skyrocketing like a rocket. I clicked on the trending topics. Su Nianwei, the live commentary machine. The importance of packaging in strawberry sales. Gu Chung and Su Nianwei's bizarre chemistry. Su Nianwei and breast hyperplasia. Top comment. I used to think she was fake. But now I see she's genuinely straightforward physically. I'm a fan now. Second top comment. She's panicking. She's panicking. She asks, so worried about selling strawberries. Although her methods are peculiar, they're effective. I've already ordered strawberries. Third top comment. Am I the only one who wants to see Guingdi force her to explode more golden sentences above her head? Go. Teacher Gu. I was in a daze. What is happening in this world? Getting scolded can make one famous, and going crazy can also make one famous? Hongjia's voice exuded a thrill of survival. Nianwei, it seems like you've stumbled upon something unexpectedly good. Keep it up. No, if you can't control it, then don't. Authenticity. That's precisely the kind of authenticity we need. I'll go soothe the sponsors. With heat comes money. Hold steady. After hanging up, I lay on the wooden bed, my feelings complex as I stared at the ceiling plastered with old newspapers. My persona may have crumbled, but it seemed to have opened a door to a new world. Not having to maintain a facade felt rather liberating. The following day was the recording for the variety show, themed around experiencing farm work through a corn-picking competition. During group assignments, I was predictably teamed up with the cunning Lin Feifei and the fitness enthusiast Wu Meng. Lin Feifei is a well-known two-faced figure in the industry, appearing sisterly in front of the camera while being a backstabber behind the scenes. Wu Meng, on the other hand, is the epitome of brawn over brains, always finding ways to slack off. Under the blazing sun, the cornfield stretched endlessly before us. The production team required each group to pick enough corn to fill 5 large baskets to complete the task, with rankings based on weight. And the first place winning a substantial reward. Lin Feifei donned an exaggerated sun hat and ice sleeves, delicately fingering the corn leaves. Oh dear. These corn leaves are so prickly. I just had my nails done yesterday. She looked at Wu Meng with doe eyes. Mengge, you're the best. Please help me out. Wu Meng thumped his chest. Count on me. Then he symbolically picked 2 ears, claiming it was too hot, before retreating to the shade for a drink, leaving me alone with a field of silent corn stalks. I thought, damn, I knew it would be like this. Relying on these 2, the corn stalks will starve. My lunch. My reward. My little money. The barrage of comments above my head read, lunch. Reward. Pocket money. Starving to death. The camera keenly captured the moment. The comments began to flood in. Ha ha ha, Su Nianwei's grievances have soared to the skies. Lin Feifei and Wu Meng truly make a perfect match, locked in. My heart aches for Nianwei, saddled with these 2 dragons and phoenixes. I took a deep breath, suppressing the urge to hurl my gloves at their faces. No, for the sake of lunch, for the sake of money. I rolled up my sleeves, internally lamenting, what a waste of sunscreen, and began to diligently shuck the corn. Sweat trickled down my forehead, soaking my back. Lin Feifei, under the shade of a tree, kindly reminded me, Sister Nianwei, take it slow. Why must a girl work so hard? Be careful, or you'll get tanned and lose your beauty, and no one will want to marry you, her tone sickeningly sweet. My hands kept moving, head down. I retorted in the most dulcet tone. Thank you for your concern, Feifei. I was born beautiful, and fear not the sun. As for you, hiding so far away, are you afraid that the sun will kiss your precious skin? Internally, marry a big-headed ghost. I can earn and spend my own money. Thank you very much. Send me the sunscreen link. I want to see how precious it is. And who are you being so cryptic for? Cursed tongue. Smash her fruit. Smash her fruit. Glittered above my head. Lin Feifei's face froze, her anger making her stomp her feet. Wu Meng chuckled in the shade. The barrage erupted in laughter. Smash her fruit. Sister Su is magnificent. Lin Feifei's face turned green. Ha ha ha. Su Nianwei, I'm smiling on the outside, but my head is live streaming for you. Gu Cheng's group was not far away. He moved swiftly and efficiently, already piling up a good amount of corn beside him. He seemed to glance our way, and upon seeing the barrage above my head, the corner of his mouth quirked up subtly. I worked even harder, my mind focused solely on one thought. Charge on. 4 fried chicken. 4 hot pot. To avoid starving to death because of these 2. The barrage echoed. Charge. Fried chicken. Hot pot. Starving to death. Perhaps it was the power of resentment, or perhaps a wellspring of potential forced out, but I managed to shuck nearly 2 baskets all by myself. Though I was as exhausted as a dead dog, a strange sense of pride welled up within me as I gazed at my accomplishments. During the intermission, the production team provided a simple lunch of steamed buns, pickles, and porridge. Starving, I snatched a bun and began to munch. Lin Feifei, holding a small mirror to touch up her makeup, looked disdainfully at the food. Is this all we get? It's devoid of nutrition and terrible for the skin. She leaned closer, lowering her voice but lacing it with evident malice. Sister Nianwei, look at you, tan like a village girl, and eating so much. Be careful not to get too fat for the camera to fit you. I paused mid-bite, raising my eyes to meet hers, then suddenly grinned wide, using a voice just loud enough for those around us to hear. Feifei is right. These buns are a bit hard to swallow. But I shifted my tone, raising my voice with sincere concern. I see you haven't eaten much. Are you feeling unwell from the heat? Or perhaps I drew out the last word, my gaze flicking to her flat stomach, internally. Skinny as a reed, a gust of wind would knock her over. As the barrage updated in sync, skinny reed, a gust would knock her down. Or, are you on a diet to maintain your figure? Oh, dear, that won't do. Health is the foundation of revolution. Look at how pale you are. Internally. Of course, 3 layers of foundation would make you look white. You should eat more. I enthusiastically and forcefully shoved a bun into her hand. Lin Feifei was momentarily taken aback by my barrage of words, holding the bun. Unsure whether to eat it or not, her face alternating between red and pale. The surrounding guests struggled to suppress their laughter. Wu Meng attempted to smooth things over. Nianwei is just concerned about you, Feifei. I nodded vigorously. Yes, yes. Mengo is right. I genuinely care for Feifei. Internally. Ugh. Who are you putting on this plastic sisterhood show for? Hurry up and eat. I won't choke you to death. I won't choke you to death. Floated above my head. Lin Feifei, enraged, nearly lost her breath, shooting me a fierce glare before tossing the bun back into the basket and turning to leave. The barrage erupted. Su Nianwei, master of subtlety. Lin Feifei, thanks to your whole family. This move is 666. So satisfying to watch. Gu Chung is watching again. Yes, definitely laughing. I took a screenshot. In the afternoon competition, Lin Feifei and Wu Meng, perhaps feeling the pressure of their pride or fearing my genuine concern, finally made a feeble effort. Ultimately, our group barely completed the task, finishing second to last. Without a doubt, the first place went to Gu Cheng's group. When it was time for the awards, Gu Cheng, as the representative of the winners, spoke succinctly, his gaze sweeping across the crowd, seemingly pausing for a brief moment on me before stating, labor is not easy. Cooperation is even more important. His words held deeper meaning. Exhausted, I internally mused. The boss is right. Cooperation, my foot. If I end up in the same group with these two again, I might as well perform a dramatic death on the spot. Dramatic death hovered above. The surroundings erupted in suppressed laughter. Gu Cheng's lips curved into a clear smile this time. That evening, the production team, in a rare display of generosity, allowed us to freely spend the points we earned during the day at the market in town. With my meager points in hand, I rushed to the fragrant barbecue stall. Grilled chicken wings, grilled gluten, grilled eggplants. Here I come. Just as I was wide-eyed and trembling with excitement, pointing at a platter of glistening, oil-drizzled chicken wings sprinkled with cumin and chili, a bony hand swooped in before me and snatched the wings. I looked up in fury, colliding with Gu Cheng's inscrutable black eyes. Teacher Gu? I instantly switched to a docile demeanor. Are you here for barbecue too? These wings look quite well grilled. Yet, internally, I was roaring. Let go of my chicken wings. They are my lifeline. The last one. You thieving bandit, Gu Cheng. Thieving bandit. My lifeline. Under the dim light of the barbecue stall was particularly conspicuous. The stall owner and nearby passers-by who recognized us wore expressions of incredulity. Gu Cheng seemed unfazed by my internal outburst. He weighed the chicken wings in his hand and leisurely asked, Does Miss Su wish to have some? Of course. Am I standing here drooling over nothing? I forced a smile. It's all right, Teacher Gu, you enjoy them. I'll just look at something else. Internally. Look at something else? Nothing else can compare to this crispy and flavorful platter. My chicken wings. My joy. Gone. Life is bleak. Joy is gone. Life is bleak. The barrage updated in real time. Gu Cheng's amusement deepened. Suddenly, he extended the chicken wings towards me. Here, take it. I was taken aback, utterly astonished. You seem quite sincere in your hunger, he remarked, glancing at the barrage above my head. A wave of immense joy swept over me. Who cares if you're an icy top-tier celebrity? At this moment, you are my deity. I grabbed the chicken wings, nearly moved to tears. Thank you, Teacher Gu. You are truly a wonderful person. Internally, a good person lives a long life. Gu Cheng, I declare you my temporary idol. For 3 seconds. Above my head. Good person? Idol. 3 seconds. A chuckle finally erupted from someone nearby. Gu Chung seemed taken aback by the 3-second limit. Pausing for a moment before laughing softly, the sound clear and pleasant amidst the bustling night market. Su Nianwei, he called my name. His voice laced with a hint of playful sarcasm. You truly are consistent in your demeanor. I understood he was mocking the stark contrast between the barrage above and my verbal expressions. But my heart and eyes were solely fixated on the fragrant chicken wings. I couldn't care less. I bit into a large piece, blissfully squinting my eyes, mumbling, Teacher Gu, you wouldn't understand. This is the art of life. Gu Chung said nothing further, merely standing beside me, quietly observing as I devoured the chicken wings with abandon. The dim yellow lights of the night market outlined his tall figure, making this otherwise cold top-tier celebrity seem to emanate a hint of warmth. If there were a barrage at that moment, it would undoubtedly explode once more. The incident of exposed inner thoughts continued to simmer. My life has undergone a seismic transformation. Once, I was consumed by the effort to maintain the facade of a mere ornamental figure. Now, I strive to rein in my thoughts before the camera, often with little success. Previously, invitations to reality shows, which I had once shunned like venomous snakes, now rained down upon me, specifically requesting the genuine, unfiltered version of Su Nianwei. The tides of advertising endorsements have shifted as well. No longer do I represent high-end cosmetics, but rather, I find myself promoting snacks, everyday essentials, and even digestive aids that emphasize authenticity, relatability, and the alleviation of anxiety. What surprised me most was the village chief from Qingshi village. He approached me, accompanied by villagers, carrying newly designed strawberry packaging. The new boxes were elegantly simple, adorned with charming strawberry illustrations and the endearing name of Qingshi village, thoughtfully enhanced with cold chain insulation. With hands rubbing together, his dark face radiated sincerity and excitement. Miss Su, we owe you a great debt. What you said during your live stream, though presented in a rather unique manner, struck a chord with us. It touched upon our pain points. We revamped the packaging overnight. What do you think of this new design? As I gazed at the refreshed packaging before me, a surge of emotions washed over me, recalling my initial disdain for what I once deemed rustic. I picked up a box and earnestly remarked, Chief, this new packaging is truly beautiful. It's both elegant and practical. It's bound to sell well. This time, my inner thoughts and spoken words strangely aligned. Finally, a revelation. This packaging is spot on. It's visually appetizing. It should have been this way from the start. The barrage of comments above my head resonated with genuine affirmation. Beautiful. Practical. Best-selling. The village chief and his fellow villagers beamed with joy, their innocence and happiness palpable. At that moment, I suddenly felt that the previously irritating comment stream wasn't so dreadful after all. At the very least, it compelled me to speak the truth and, inadvertently, to do something good. That day, the new strawberry packaging was launched. Gu Qing shared the link to support the farmers, adding only 2 words. Very sweet. Meanwhile, I posted a selfie holding the new strawberry box with the caption, This is the honest truth. The packaging is stunning. The strawberries are super sweet. Let us go for it. Internally, I mused. Did the benefactor see that? Perhaps it's time to settle the advertising fees? Though the barrage of comments didn't display my thoughts, the comment section erupted with joyous remarks. Those who understand, understand. The advertising fees have been transferred, dog emoji. Sales skyrocketed. During the final recording of Field Fireworks, we gathered for a bonfire party by the sea. The atmosphere was relaxed as we sat together, sharing our reflections on the show. When it was my turn, I held the ice-cold cola provided by the production team, gazing at the dancing flames, allowing myself a rare moment of tranquility. The camera and everyone's gaze were fixed upon me, including Gu Chung, who sat diagonally across from me. Well, participating in this show, I began, my voice stripped of its usual flamboyance, replaced with genuine sentiment, which took me by surprise. I had initially thought to simply go through the motions and complete my tasks. I instinctively reached to touch the top of my head, only to restrain myself, not anticipating a small mishap. Everyone shared a knowing smile. I used to believe that I needed to don many masks and utter many sweet nothings to survive in this industry. I paused, observing the tiny bubbles in my cola cup, and now realized it didn't have to be so exhausting. Speaking a bit of truth and performing genuine deeds, even if delivered in an unconventional manner, could be accepted, perhaps even appreciated. I chuckled to myself, feeling an unprecedented lightness. To hell with the ornamental facade. From now on, I shall be the master of authenticity. Earning criticism for profit is a thing of the past. Now, I attract followers through my sincerity and silliness. The comments overhead echoed. Master of authenticity. Silly yet charming. The bonfire crackled, mirroring the goodwill in everyone's smiles. The host led the applause. When it was Gu Cheng's turn, he spoke succinctly. Experience life, gain authenticity. Yet, his gaze transcended the crowd, landing on me, deep and inscrutable. As the evening concluded and the crowd dispersed, I wandered alone to a quiet stretch of beach, shedding my shoes to feel the cool sand beneath my feet, listening to the sound of the waves. It was finally over. I felt both exhausted and oddly fulfilled. Behind me, I heard familiar footsteps. Without turning around, I already knew who it was.
Su Nianwei.
Gu Cheng's voice resonated clearly amidst the night sea breeze. I turned to face him. The moonlight bathed him in a soft glow, diminishing the harshness of the day and adding a hint of gentleness. Mr. Gu, you're not resting yet? He didn't reply, merely stepping closer, halting in front of me. The proximity was striking. I could catch a faint, refreshing scent emanating from him. Your little mishap. He gestured toward the top of my head, now devoid of adornment, yet we both understood what we intended to do. I shrugged, just going with the flow. Perhaps it's a punishment from the heavens for my past 4 smiles? Or a blessing? I tilted my head, a hint of mischievous defiance in my demeanor. Mr. Gu, are you afraid? Being with me might lead to your inner thoughts being publicly executed at any moment? For instance, right now, I'm wondering why Gu Cheng is so close. He looks rather dashing in the moonlight.
Stop it.
Su Nianwei, get a grip. My mind raced with alarms, yet my face endeavored to maintain composure. Gu Cheng chuckled softly, his laughter resonating in a magnetic, melodious tone that echoed in my ears. He leaned in slightly, his warm breath brushing against my ear. Afraid? My heart skipped several beats, frozen in place. I found his voice laced with a hint of allure, distinctly audible, and quite intriguing. At least, he paused, straightening up, his eyes shimmering under the moonlight, far more captivating than listening to those pretty lies. He extended his hand, revealing a beautifully packaged sea salt lemon candy, precisely the brand I had admired at the market but had hesitated to exchange for points. Here, he said casually, as if it were a mere afterthought, a token of consolation from the master of authenticity. I stared at the candy in his palm, then at his face, which was now mere inches away, my mind momentarily blank. Instinctively, I accepted the candy, my fingertips brushing against his palm, sending a jolt akin to a faint electric shock through me. What does he mean? A sugary ambush? Or something else? My inner monologue erupted, yet unfortunately, there was no barrage of comments to broadcast my thoughts. Gu Cheng seemed to perceive my chaotic musings, a subtle smile gracing his lips, a genuine yet faint curve. Su Nianwei, he called my name, imbued with a peculiar weight. As for the future, let us discuss that later. I abruptly interrupted him, gripping the candy tightly, feeling my cheeks flush. I need to go to sleep. I have a flight to catch tomorrow. With that, I dashed away like a startled rabbit, forgetting to put on my shoes, my bare feet sinking into the cool sand. The sea breeze carried his deep, joyful laughter, laced with a nearly inaudible, teasing, coward. I ran even faster, my heart pounding like a drum in my chest. Moonlight, crashing waves, and the coolness of the candy in my palm intertwined with his refreshing presence behind me, creating an unprecedented, chaotic, and exhilarating sensation. Upon returning to my small room, I leaned against the door, attempting to calm my racing heart. As I unwrapped the candy, the subtle saltiness of the sea salt mingled with the freshness of lemon, melting on my tongue and oddly soothing my restlessness. I opened my phone, and notifications from Weibo flooded in. The latest headline blared, Gu Cheng and Su Nianwei's seaside rendezvous, suspected romance exposed? The accompanying image captured the moment he leaned close to me, offering me the candy. The angle strikingly ambiguous. I exclaimed, what the heck? Which unscrupulous paparazzo chose this angle? There's no way to wash my hands of this one. My mind wailed in despair. Suddenly, my phone vibrated, a message from an unfamiliar yet vaguely familiar number consisting of a single line. Don't panic, master of authenticity. Dare you to be a bit more real? The signature was simply a single letter. I stared at the message, then at the candy wrapper on the table, glimmering in the moonlight. My heart raced, seemingly skipping a beat. This is it. I'm officially in deep trouble. I collapsed onto the hard wooden bed, burying my face in a pillow, chaos swirling within me. Nevertheless, that candy is quite sweet. The end. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this, please remember to like and subscribe. Until our next story, farewell.